Looking for a wholesale distributor of all your confectionery, snacks, drinks, and groceries to deliver in? JB Metropolitan Distributors, your partner in service. That's why we personalize our services to your needs and industry, from medical to manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, to create the best work environment. You need Service FM.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God, that's another one for my Bridget.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Traveling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away. Or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun. But did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Do you Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Service FM Stadium at Jeps Cross in Adelaide for this RAA NPL match between Adelaide Croatia Raiders and the home side Adelaide United's youth team. I'll take you through the starting lineup. Adelaide United first. Number 17, Luka Jovanovic. Number 37, Johnny Yule. Number 40, the goalkeeper, Ethan Cox. Number 44, Ryan White. Number 45, John Paul Mbembe. Number 52, Sotira Phyllis. Number 59, Cameron Harris. Number 62, Fabian Taladira. Number 36, Panache Madana. And number 14, Jay Barnett. And 42, Henry Lynch. Adelaide Croatia playing in blue this afternoon. And moving to the left side of your screen. Start as follows. Number 2, Jackson Bullen. Number 3, Manly Barnett, the captain. Number 8, Callum Campbell. Number 10, Kimishima. Number 14, Zafaridis. Number 18, Paul Radici. Number 22, the goalkeeper, Vincent Barbaro. Number 23, Jai King Byrne. Number 24, Frank Busasa. Number 31, Stefan Matteo. And number 19, Reece Thompson. The referee this afternoon is Liam Miller. And the linesman 1 is Liam Tuvey, and linesman 2, Tyson Van Dyke. An enticing encounter awaits us. I'm your lead commentator, David Grant, and I'm joined in the cubicle here with Antonis Pagonis, broadcaster, writer, photographer. He's everything except a footballer. Antonis, how are you going?
I'm good, yeah. My playing days left me about 12 years ago, David. Under 13s, under 14s, Adelaide Olympics. So I saw at a young age that it wouldn't be fair if I competed with the rest of the players. So I decided to move to the other side of the fence. But yeah, good to be here with you today. Yeah,
looking forward to this. The writing was on the wall at 14. you already knew what your future was. It's an intriguing encounter, this one. We've got Adelaide Croatia Raiders sitting 5th in the table. And Adelaide United dropped to 7th actually after last night's games. They were 6th before last night and dropped to 7th. Even the match side, Adelaide United have won 4, Croatia Raiders have won 5. 2 draws for United, 1 for Croatia Raiders, and both teams have lost 4 games each. As we prepare for kick-off. Adelaide Croatia Raiders in the blue on the left of your screen, shooting towards the goal on the right. And Adelaide United's youth team in the red, shooting towards the goal on our left. Head-to-head record over the last 7 years. They've actually only played each other 6 times. 2 wins for Adelaide United, 1 draw, and 3 wins for Croatia Raiders. Not a lot of history between the two at this stage. As United look to build up possession on the right-hand side.
We were reading the lineups before, David. It's still quite a stacked Adelaide United side. A lot of A-League talent, but this will be the second to last game. This happens for a while because after the A-League Grand Final next weekend, all the contracted players for the A-League team have to have a month off. So we'll see a lot of the reserve boys get a run here, but it's important that they keep building these points while it's an experienced side.
Taladira with the ball now. Looks for movement inside. Finds Jovanovic, moves on to his right. Jovanovic has a shot, but it's wayward. Wayward enough that it's hit the top of the embankment.
Making its way slowly down the hill, but they wouldn't want to give Luka Jovanovic that space too often because he's shown both at NPL level and A-League level that he does hit the target. So early warning there from Adelaide United to Adelaide Croatia, but we know that both of these sides are very big with the way they attack. They're big goal scorers, so I expect a lot of attackers. Adelaide United reclaim the ball here.
Radici ends up with the ball. It's Frank Busasa, number 24. It's a foot race. Busasa ends up with the ball. He's on his left-hand side. Just loses his footings and it's cleared.
He's having quite a year, Frank Busasa. Scored against Metro Stars, scored in the win against Adelaide City, scored the winner in the derby against FK Belgrade, and it seems like he likes scoring in these big games, so don't be surprised if he pops up again today. It's been a revelation this year, Busasa.
Certainly a target man on the right side, isn't he?
Very potent attack from both Vince Matteo on the other side, and Radici's done himself very well this year with his goals. He's got a hat-trick, so a couple of big goals. It's a really fun team to watch, Adelaide Croatia, this year, but it is a side that hasn't won in 3 games, David. The last win was actually that derby. They won that game, they drew the next one against Parra Hills, and they're coming off the back of 2 losses to 2 big teams in Modbury and Campbelltown, but nonetheless, winless in 3 Adelaide, Croatia, so they'd be really looking to get back on the winners list this week.
Yeah, I agree with you, yeah. They're a wee bit inconsistent, aren't they? Win, loss, draw, win, loss. Anyway, here come Adelaide United on the left-hand side. Steps inside, shot didn't quite get onto it. And it's collected by Barbaro in the Croatia Raiders goal.
I find this very interesting with Vlado Blazeka coaching against the program he was involved in for over a decade. The coach of Adelaide Croatia, he knows really well how this team wants to play and how his fellow ex-coaches set up, and he sets up his team quite similarly in the way they attack. So looking forward to that. Obviously, Ethan Anvioli not on the bench today, he's in the Netherlands.
Here's Callum Campbell for Croatia Raiders, but he's flagged for offside.
And I was about to bring in, I'm glad Callum Campbell touched the ball, because there are a couple of ex-Young Reds in this team. Callum Campbell, Jackson Bolland, Jai King. So there are a couple of players that know how to play this game that Adelaide United plays. And Vlado brought him in to Adelaide Croatia. So it's going to be quite intriguing when 2 similar styles clash here today.
Yeah. These guys will have a point to prove as well, maybe.
Always fun.
Looks like Kimishima on the far left manages to get his cross in. Straight to Madana. And Adelaide United clear. Johnny Yule hits the ball at left to Fabian Taladera. Jovanovic. It's tight in there, isn't it?
Very tight area, and Oliver Zafaridis picks up the foul. But we've already seen the willingness of both sides to attack.
Through ball here for Luka Jovanovic. He's on his own. He's crowded out by Croatia Raiders defenders. Ball's cleared to Frank Masasa.
That was well won by Ryan White to set up Luka Jovanovic there. Jovanovic already had 3 big opportunities. Simply quite caught out having them this early, but probably would want to start converting those if he's receiving them. So.
Absolutely. 5 minutes gone. All to play for.
So this is the halfway point of the season, David, and both these sides want to be solidly in the 6 to finish the first half of the season. And again, we spoke about Croatia, they want to get back on the winners list, and they want to get those points before they get vastly more inexperienced in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Mushima on the far side, I think, crosses the ball over. Came to Medici, but he didn't quite get the header right. He's powered it wide. Maybe a little bit off balance as he went up for it. Good work on the left flank there from Croatia Raiders. Both sides just testing and teasing each other just now, I'd say.
Yeah, that's it. And again, Adelaide United would be wary of both those sides, because we spoke about Pasas before. Stefan Mateo there just before scored a really good goal last week. So definitely firepower as Nash Madana's played through here.
Madana's through, he's got a chance on goal. Great save, great stop. Can Barbero get back? He can't, and it's in. It's a goal from Fabian Taladera, except it's not.
What a goal line clearance there. It did look like a goal, didn't it? But a desperate lunge there by the defender, and I think it was Madana with a second bite of the cherry, and that was hit over as well, and it's a corner, and yeah, just like you, Adelaide, we'll be thinking, how did that one not go in?
So Adelaide United with the tall Timber in there. White, Adana. Oh, and it's flat tapped by Barbaro. And it comes to Jackson Bullen. Croatia Raiders in the right back position. He's got acres of space and loads of time. Plays it inside to Campbell. Campbell has Taladera monitoring him. So he likes to play along the back. Kingsburn loses possession there. Adelaide United right on the edge here. Ball's put out to Madana. He's got Jovanovic in the middle, but he looks like he might try and have a pop himself with his left foot. He does. He takes a deflection.
It's from a very similar position. He put one in the top corner a couple of weeks ago against South Adelaide. So he's one that's not shy to use that left foot of his. Just over the head of Henry Lynch there to Stephen Mateo. He plays Kimashima through.
Lynch just missed time to bounce, didn't he?
It seemed that way. And he's one that's playing the reserves a lot. And to go from artificial to grass, sometimes I might play with your head a little bit, the judgment of the ball.
Yeah. He's actually the only change to Adelaide United's team from their starting 11 last week. Harry Crawford is starting on the bench today and started last week, and in his place Henry Lynch comes in. Other than that, one change. It's the same Adelaide United team that started last week. A couple of players have shuffled their shirt numbers around, which is a little bit of a frustration for us. But
gotta love it, don't you? And I think on the other side as well, David, I think was there one change? I believe it was UTK days out.
Correct, yeah. And Reece Thompson, number 19, has come in for Adelaide Croatia Raiders. So one change from their starting 11 last week as well. Adelaide United look to run the ball up the wing. Henry Lynch again over on that far side, working hard. And they win the throw-in.
And this just changes up a little bit for Croatia because Ikeda is a centre-back. Thompson's been playing in the midfield, so Thompson's dropped in centre-back today alongside Manly Barnett. That's Johnny Yule.
Johnny Yule, yeah, has a shot with his left. It's stopped by Barbaro. Yule has a second bite. Jackson Bullen thwarts him. It goes out for a corner.
So yeah, definitely Adelaide United will be trying to exploit that newish partnership at the back. It's players that have been there for a while at the club, but not often at centre-back together, Thompson and Barnett.
Johnny Yule now just to the edge of the box. Tries a 1-2. Jovanovic turns, but the through ball was the right idea, but it didn't quite come off. Croatia Raiders win the goal kick.
They've combined very well on a couple of occasions to get goals for Adelaide United, Yo and Jovanovic, and definitely look out for a bit more this game.
Croatia Raiders looking to pass out from the back, but lose possession carelessly. Look at Jovanovic with the ball again. Throws it to Ryan White. White just looks for that little bit of space to get his cross in. Opts to feed it off to Taladera. And Dana on the far side. United still trying to work this cross into the box, but Croatia Raiders are punting as a pack. And managed to push the attack back, and United maybe look to rebuild. Yule on the far side gets his cross in. It's very deep. And it's kept in. Taladera with the ball, but Jackson Bullen's right on him. And Frank Bissassa is the clinic defender.
All hands on deck, David.
Yeah. Early pressure from Adelaide United. For me, they just seem to be the side in the ascendancy over these first 12 minutes. Has just ticked over.
It's a side that's very comfortable on the ball, but at the same time, Croatia can be comfortable on the ball, but they're lethal on the counter-attack on their day, as Fabian Taladera's got the ball on his left side.
Bullen's had a busy morning, a busy afternoon so far at right back, hasn't he, for Croatia Raiders?
Yeah, that's it. And on the other side, I think Panache Madana will be overjoyed to finally be out of right back and on the wing, so we might see him run around there a little bit.
Cameron Harris with the ball now, crosses it over into the middle, doesn't find the target, and it's cleared. Croatia Raiders look to try and restructure themselves as they come out, get their shape again. And Adelaide United look to continue their pressure. Ryan White in the ball now for Adelaide United. And Dan on the far right. He's got two in the middle, but he might opt to try and take a shot himself. And here's a chance. Again, Croatia Raiders thwart them. Jay Barnett again. He's had a fair bit of the ball so far, isn't he? The young Adelaide United midfielder.
And he's one of those that's just building up his minutes. He was out for about a year, I believe it was. Came back, had a little bit of a setback, and is close in building to those minutes. And I reckon right after his mandated A-League break finishes, I reckon we'll see him right back out there as he tries to build his tank for a full season of A-League football, which is definitely where Carl Viet and his coaching staff see him.
Maybe looks to try and close down the attack, but it's offside anyway.
And speaking of Carl Viet, he's definitely here today, having a look at his young Chargers, already planning for next year, so great opportunity for them to impress. Especially with all the outs that we've seen in the last few days, there's definitely a lot of spots up for grabs at the moment.
It seemed to be, yeah. Here come Croatia Raiders now, Radici on the ball. Crowded out, but gets his shot in, and that is a top-class save by Ethan Cox.
It's a really good save by Ethan Cox.
Full stretch.
Talented young goalkeeper who's signed a 3-year extension, and dare I say will be pushing James Delinov next year from the beginning for the #1 shirt.
Interesting to see how Croatia Raiders line up for this corner. Their attacking options all seem to be at the edge of the box. Looks like Adelaide United are defending zonally. Busasa with the corner, it's an in-swinger, but it's cleared. Adelaide United don't have any options up front to hit to, so they just play it out. It's kind of collected by Croatia Raiders fairly easily, and Barbaro clears. Finds Frank Busasa, the number 24 here on the right-hand side. He makes his way into the penalty box. Flicks it across, and it's cleared. Jay Barnett for Adelaide United is the one that cleared the danger there.
And we spoke about the possession before. Adelaide Croatia did not need a stack of the ball to make an impact. We saw that right there. One touch there, and it's a goal as Panache Madana grabs the ball here.
Still has it, has Johnny Yule running in front of him. Wants to keep going himself, finds Ivanovic on the right-hand side. Ivanovic takes a touch and then has a shot, but it's blocked by Reece Thompson. United still in possession. Croatia Raiders having trouble getting the ball off them just now. Done it now. Kimishima finds Frank Busasa. Ethan Cox is off his line. Busasa's now in the penalty box. Opts to go alone. Oh, and that looked like a penalty, and it's been given by the referee. Busasa was clipped, maybe a little bit against the run of play this, but Liam Miller, the referee, had little doubt in his mind, and he's given the penalty.
And Cam Harris was showing Busasa out towards his weak foot, but went in for the tackle, maybe slightly late, but collected him as well. He thinks he got the ball, but can't argue he collected the player here, and it will be Katsuyoshi Kimishima that stands over the ball against Ethan Cox. Has been their penalty taker this year, Kimishima, but don't think he's missed one yet, so we'll see if he can convert here and give Croatia a lead.
Yeah, Kimishima scored last week in the 27th minute of their tie last week against Modbury Jets. And he steps up to take this penalty. Hands on hips, stares at the ball, avoids eye contact with Cox. Takes a few steps up, strikes, and it's in. Bottom left. And it's Adelaide Croatia Raiders 1, Adelaide United 0. 20 minutes gone.
And Cox dives the right way, but that's a really good penalty. Never in doubt. And Kachiyoshi Mishima gives Adelaide Croatia the lead. And what a pickup he has been by Vlada Blazek and this club. After a fairly underwhelming year at Adelaide City, got another chance at an NPL club here. And he's arguably been one of the best players in the competition early on. And once again, finds himself on the score sheet. And for all of Adelaide United's possession, Adelaide Croatia has the lead.
He's not in Croatia Raiders' top scorers. Paul Radici, Stefan Matteo both get 5 goals, and Basasa has 3. But you're right, he's hit a bit of form. He scored last week. He's obviously got a goal this week now, right in front of us. And it'll be interesting to see how Adelaide United react to that. Because for me, they've been marginally the better team. They've had more of the possession. Maybe just been a little bit wasteful in front of goal. But they've had the chances, haven't they? Here they come now, try and get something back.
They win the foul there. And again, happened to them last week too. They fell behind twice. Both times found an equaliser. But again, Adelaide Croatia should be really keen to keep this lead, because last week they ended up falling behind to a side with 10 men. So they're feeling like a drop point. So they really want to make full use of what's in hand today.
Yeah. Kimishima, the goal scorer. Oh, sorry, apologies, that's him now with the ball. As Croatia Raiders look to try and build up a little bit of possession. Long ball to Basasa, but he is offside.
Just slightly early there. He did really well to hold his run, but maybe that long ball came just a fraction too late for him, as he already moved off his line. Again, we spoke about the effect he has on his big games. Frank Basasa, and once again today wins the penalty that helped his side open the scoring, and he's proved to be a really good weapon that belongs at this level.
Adelaide United coming forward now. This is Luki Jovanovic. He's got a bit of space. He hits it with his left, but again, solid defending by Croatia Raiders. And the shot is deflected, half blocked. They like to try and play out from the back, which is a bit risky when you've got 3 forwards pressed up high against you, but they still have the ball.
Vlada Blazek has been very clear that he wants his team to win and entertain, and we're seeing that here.
Jovanovic with the ball now. He's into the area. He's got a bit of space, but Barbaro, what a save again.
Yeah, and like I was saying, Croatia's going to always do it the interesting way, even if it is sometimes to their own demise. But again, they are a very fun team to watch.
Adana with the ball on the right-hand side for Adelaide United. Opts not to cross it. He's done that a few times. He's had the chance to cross it, and then he's opted to try and cut inside and get onto his left foot. United with the ball again. Ivanovic just at the edge of the area. It's blocked.
One of Panache Madana's biggest strengths for me is his unpredictability. Because you know he's going to get across from him, but you know that he's dangerous on both feet. You know that he can cross it. You know he can run past you. So he's a player with a lot of weapons.
Johnny Yule with the ball now. Takes a few steps near the goal. Has a shot. Hits the post. What a cracker.
Speaking of a player with a lot of weapons as well, Johnny Yule's another one.
Madana again on the right-hand side. Will he cross it or try and cut in again? I think he's going to try and cut in again, isn't he? Rolls it over a few times. Fancy footwork. Nothing yet to show as United still try and build up. It's good work there by Jay Barnett on the far side, but they've won the corner. They're continuing the sustained pressure they had over those first 17 minutes until the goal. They've picked up where they were before, so they've not let the goal affect them, I don't think.
Even more desperate for it now, but you've got to convert while you've got the momentum, because we know how easy that can swing.
Here comes the corner. In-swinger. It's blocked. Headed away by Stefan Matteo. Mateo was another goal scorer for Croatia Raiders last week.
Against his former club, Modbury, last week as well.
Yeah. Corner again, in swinger. It's a packed box, nice jump there by Satira Phyllis, but it's collected by the goalkeeper Barbero, and he clears it. And Frank Basassa's off in a sprint again, but Ethan Cox, the goalkeeper, manages to clear with his head. Nice open game.
It is, and again, two sides that attack first and then defend, so I was expecting goals. We got one early, but we've definitely had chances for more than one goal so far, and I don't think we're done with the scoring for today. That's my brave prediction.
Manly Burnett, the captain for Croatia Raiders, feeds it out to Rhys Thompson, but logs it for a throw, which is quickly taken.
Of course, he's playing against his brother, Manly Barnett, today, and Jay Barnett on the other side, so nice little reunion on the pitch.
We should see how the family dinner goes tomorrow, how the Sunday roast is devoured or not. There's Jai King Byrne at the edge of the box for Croatia Raiders. Campbell, Jai King Byrne tries to get a shot in. It's deflecting, it goes out for a corner. Quite a warm afternoon.
Yeah, it has been. Again, wonder how that will play on this game the longer it goes, how the teams deal with it.
Yeah. Adelaide United looking to defend this corner. It's taken, it's an in-swinger, it's beyond Cox. And the header, I think it's Radici in the far post, was just over the bar.
Yeah, a header from close quarters, it'd be disappointing to get it over because you put that on target. It's very hard for the keeper to stop from that range, as Rhys Thompson has his own defensive header.
Jackson Dillon could be an Olympian jumping fences like that, couldn't he?
Effortless 10 executions.
Yeah. Take me about 4 minutes to get over that fence, I reckon. She's a goal. Ryan White with the ball now for Adelaide United. Makes his way into the penalty box on the left-hand side. Tries to cut in, but Jackson Bullen, who I think's had a great game so far, is the blocker again. He's young Callum Campbell.
He's a very talented player, Callum Campbell, in tight spaces as well, really clean. But as you said, Bullen, it's a really good game so far.
Yeah, Bullen has it right back.
He's a player that's found himself in and out of the side and in the reserve, so he'd be very encouraged with his start.
Cameron Harris, Adelaide United. Except it's Ryan White now. Gosh, they move the ball quickly, don't they? Dana and Luka Jovanovic standing up there together. Jovanovic tries to just make that little bit of space to get the shot in, but he's thwarted by Manly Barnett on the far side. "26 minutes gone, it's 1-0. Here come Adelaide United trying to get something back. Mandana makes his way into the penalty box. Crowded out again though. Ball's eventually cleared by Jai King Byrne, but Rhys Thompson was there to assist too. Croatia Raiders clear the danger again. Frank Basassa getting yelled at a little bit wasteful there. He had the ball with a little bit of time and he's opted just to give it a hoof, as we would say.
If you heard Frankie through the microphone, that was the coach, Vlada Blazeka, who thought Basassa could have done a bit more with it there because he had space, and we know he's got the pace as Jay Barnett plays it out to Fabian Taladera.
Taladera plays it inside. It's Johnny Yule back to Taladera. United forced to rebuild by the Croatian defence. And that's Cameron Harris. And Bembe, the captain. Nice 1-2. It's Ryan White with the ball now. Feeds it out to Taladera. Madana. Oh, there's a shot from out of the blue there. I was waiting to see what would happen. It was Luka Jovanovic that eventually broke to a shot, and he's hit the bar, and I reckon that's the second time United have hit the bar and they've hit the post.
Yeah, Johnny Yeo before with the post with his left foot. Again, United's having chances, they're not quite converting, but to their credit, they are remaining patient and not letting the frustration get to them.
Pressed quite high as well, if you notice. Croatia Raiders opt to try and play it out from the back. I'm not sure why they're doing that while Adelaide United are pressed so high. They're doing it again, trying to play at the back. Adelaide United have got 3 players up there to put pressure on.
I think every once now and again, if they put their heads up, they'd find because of that pressing, maybe like the next line's available.
That's right.
Actually, Adelaide United's very good at doing that themselves, as Bassas has got the ball here with 2 players trailing him.
Doesn't have any options in the middle really, so he'll make his own way into the penalty box. And then Bembe gives him a little shoulder nudge there.
Taking no chances.
He was looking straight at him, he wasn't looking at the ball there, was he?
Taking no chances after that penalty before, didn't want him to get close to the ball.
But a bit risky by Mbembe to try and, not look at the ball and give your opponent a nudge in the box, having conceded a penalty just 10 minutes ago, which was converted.
Just a love tap there, nothing malicious, but we've seen players definitely make a lot of them, a lot of these situations.
Player goes down and some referees will give it. It's risky, especially when the ball's gone. The ball was on its way out. Anyway, that's an opinion piece. Here's Barbaro looking to clear. He only gets it as far as Jay Barnett, and it breaks to Mandana. Croatia Raiders look reluctant to press any further than halfway line at this point in time. Content to let Adelaide United have possession in their own half.
It could be a ploy as well, because Adelaide United may want to keep it there to drag them out to create those spaces. So it's kind of like a staring contest that time, isn't it?
Yeah. King, Byrne and Thompson getting 1-2s with each other there. Eventually ends up with Oliver Safridis and back to Barbaro. Barnett again, out to Madana. Madana trying to get on. There we go, sneaking his way across the field.
Taladera there, surrounded by 3 players, not doing much with it. And United will restart here with Hillcox.
Looks to hit Cameron Harris, and Harris will get there first. Barbaro's caught in no man's land, but manages to get his head to the ball to clear it. Spectators on the bankment here, kindly enough to retrieve and return the ball for them.
After the jump, it's a long walk up the hill to get the ball. It's a playing game of football.
So Tira Phillips with the ball now, centre back for Adelaide United. Let's lose possession again there. Jackie and Byrne ends up with it for Croatia Raiders. Once it's cleared by Jay Barnett on the far side.
And again, I mentioned Vlada Blazeka used to be involved with the Adelaide United NPC programs, meaning he's coached a lot of these Adelaide United players as kids. So I wonder if his knowledge of these players comes into how he prepares for this game.
Underneath the cross, took the touch, took himself beyond his opponent there. Croatia Raiders still in possession. Feeds out to Frank Bassasa on the far right. Bassasa's got a minute to think about it. Gets it on his left and his right, and eventually trips over himself. And it's cleared by United's backline.
Harris stood there to stand up for himself after giving that penalty away about 15 minutes ago.
It's interesting that you refer to refer to these guys as being coached when they were kids, because for me, anyone who's under 40 is a kid.
I'll be there soon enough as well.
So for me, they're all kids. 32 minutes gone now. 1-0 for Croatia Raiders. Goal scored in the 17th minute. Penalty. Kimishima after a trip on Frank Busasa. But I'd say that Adelaide United have been the better of the two. It's just that Croatia Raiders have taken their chance. Ball straight through the middle there. Lands at Jackson Bullen's feet. What's he doing up there? He'll need oxygen.
He's a player that can do that further up the pitch, but he's run so much that I'm surprised he's still going in these conditions. Yeah. Pretty warm, and you say his work cut out for him. Done very well, but keeps running, isn't he?
He's the total footballer. He can play it right back and left wing. Must be Dutch. Here come Adelaide United again on the left-hand side. Making his way into the box, Johnny Yule. Can't quite get his cross in, and guess who stopped him? Jackson Bullen again.
That one hit the back of the net, just not the one he wanted.
Johnny Yule with the corner for Adelaide United. It's an in-swinger. Barrow's just got a punch to it. And it's cleared again. Croatia Raiders really need to be on the ball to just keep these sustained attacks out. And they seem to be doing it so far. 33 minutes gone.
Yeah, they're doing quite well at absorbing the pressure, but at the same time, they'd want to take another one of these counter-attacking chances to kind of put some separation between them and Adelaide United. But they take the 1-0 lead to half-time. But when you're in the position that you are, why not try to extend it if you get the opportunity? And I guess that's why Vlada was upset at Busasa before for just hitting away instead of trying to attack.
Croatia Raiders are sitting 5th on the ladder, but they are the 3rd top scorers in the league behind Modbury Jets and Metro Stars. Metro Stars have scored 28 goals as a team, and Modbury 26. As Adelaide United now try to build up an attack, try to get a goal of their own, try to get an equaliser. Johnny Yule again. Feeds it left to Taladera. Back to Jovanovic, but it's broken down again, and Callum Campbell emerges with it for Croatia Raiders. Still Callum Campbell. Yeah, Croatia Raiders, 3rd top scoring club in the ladder, 23 goals. Yeah, and only Modbury Jets, who are top, and Metro Stars, who are 3rd, have scored more.
Like I was speaking to Vlada Blazek in an interview, when they got promoted, he said, we want to win, but we want to entertain as well. And his team's definitely delivering on those metrics.
They're entertaining enough here too. They're just soaking up pressure. They haven't really had a chance to do much more than that. The ball's a slice there, but Barbaro's out quickly and he manages to collect it.
But you can hear, look at Jovanovic getting frustrated. But you can see with Croatia, they don't need too many attacks to make an impact. One counter-attack, Busasa wins a penalty. They're a very potent side on their day.
Radici with the ball now for Croatia Raiders. Bullen in the overlap, and he inadvertently passes it to him. Throw goes Croatia Raiders' way. Much to the chagrin of the Adelaide United players in front of us.
And this is where I think the frustration slowly starting to seep in for Adelaide United. They can't allow it to. Just the way the game's played out so far.
Croatia Raiders have a couple of minutes of sustained possession here. Jackson Bullen looked for Busasa, but changed his mind. He's gone back inside to Campbell, who's found Jai King. Safaridis with the ball now, hounded by Mandana. And Croatia Raiders are forced back. Only Barnett. Gives it to Campbell. Matteo with the ball now on the far side. Patient build-up by Croatia Raiders. Kimishima. Back to Matteo. Two of them look very alike from this distance, don't they? I think I might have confused them earlier on in the half, you know, when the ball was being played up that left-hand side. My apologies for that, but they look very alike at a distance. Busasa now with the ball. Chips over the top, and it's Matteo who'd made his way into the middle. And the diminutive player just not quite off the ground enough to get his head to it.
And I think the assistant Tyson Van Dyke had his flag up regardless if he got it to it. But a really creative ball there from Frank Busasa. Not a full-on cross, but a little chip to find his teammate. And like you said, Croatia's slowly starting to build their possession of the ball here.
Yeah, just the last 5 minutes or so, they've managed to hold on to it. And I think that's, you know, it's good for a side that's being under the pump, or has been under the pump for the best part of half an hour just to hold on to it. Busasa now makes his way into the middle, finds Campbell. Campbell looks up, hits it across. Radici with the ball, has a second chance, fails to connect, and it's cleared again by Adelaide United, and that could have been 2-0.
Exactly, well, that's how the game plays. That was almost like an NFL scramble trying to play for yards there to force over the goal line. Radici didn't quite fall his way, but like Raiders got a bit of luck in their own goal line with the posts. Adelaide United gets a bit of luck here as well to keep it on 1-0.
Bullen tries to find Campbell. Campbell's onto it, and he's only got Cox to beat, and he hits it, but it's a fine save again by Cox. And I reckon Campbell's undone by probably the best goalkeeper, or certainly the most on-form goalkeeper in the league just now.
He's a goalkeeper that's hungry to play. Hasn't been able to do so as regularly as he wanted to since he's been promoted to the backup A-League goalkeeper. But now with the A-League season over, he's relishing these minutes. And I reckon he's another keeper that the minute his mandated break finishes, he'll be back wanting these minutes. Again, a really big save to maintain the score at only one goal. And Croatia is really starting to deliver on that attacking prowess we've spoken about this half.
Throw in for Adelaide United. Yule looks to find Taladera. Long ball, but it's just held up. And that man Bullen emerges with it again. What a half he's had. Finds Busasa in the far right. He's got Radici in the middle, but that's his only option in the middle. Busasa makes his own way into the 6-yard box. And it goes out for a corner. Suddenly over the last 5 minutes, it's been all Adelaide Croatia Raiders.
Yeah, they've sustained that pressure, and they're throwing quite a counter punch here. Adelaide Croatia, they want to convert on it though, because going in at halftime at 2-0 up is a lot prettier than going up at 1-0 up.
Absolutely, yeah. 5 minutes till the break. We'll go and get a cup of tea and a scone, won't we, Antonis? Cup of tea and a scone. We sit down. Take our breath as Busasa makes his way over to the right-hand side to take his corner with his left foot, so it'll be an in-swinger. A little bit jostling in the middle. Ball comes in. Adichie can't quite get his head to it. Kimishima's got a chance. Fluffs the shot. And eventually it comes out to Thompson. Both teams look to reset. Kimishima on the far side now. There's Matteo on the left. The ball just doesn't quite get to him. Intercepted by Henry Lynch on that far side. Barnett. Solidly tackled by Jackie Byrne, but I think Tim Byrne did get his legs wrapped around Barnett's ankles, so free kick given.
Hard to play along there, couldn't quite get it, but Jay Barnett's one of these players with his injury history that any time someone tackles him like that, you cringe a little bit. You're like, I hope he's all right. But you can see that he's in good physical health because he got straight back up and tried to play that ball long.
Radici with the ball now for Croatia Raiders. And Bembe tries to block him. At least holds him up until his colleagues get back for Adelaide United. Breaks down again. And Adelaide United emerge with it. Johnny Yule. It's Luka Jovanovic. Reece Thompson's equal to the task for Croatia Raiders, and the ball goes out.
That's another player that's a really good half in my books. Reece Thompson's made a few vital interceptions back there, and he's helping marshal that backline very well alongside his captain, Manly Barnett.
Barnett looks to find that little chink in the armour. Tries to thread the ball through. Fabian Taladera on the far right. He's moved over there. It's interesting to note that I think the players that have stood out for us in this half have been Croatia Raiders defenders. That's a telling statistic, isn't it? I mean, I think Busasas had a good game on this side as well in terms of attack. But the players that have been most prominent have been Croatia Raiders defenders.
Well, the half's been played mostly with them trying to quell the Adelaide United attacking influence, and they've done brilliantly.
And here they come again through Johnny Yule, overlapping run. Goes out for a corner.
And we've seen Barbara flat, like you said, a couple of these crosses. They'll be wanting to work the goalkeeper here again and to try and get something on target to test him.
Yeah, we're in the final minute of this first half. I can't imagine there's a lot of additional time to add. Maybe a little bit for a goal celebration. We haven't had any injuries, but here's Johnny Yule at the edge of the box. Left foot, low. But again, it's straight to Barbaro, who gratefully collects it and goes to ground.
He's going to take every one of his 90 seconds on. No, he's not. He's very keen to...
Is it 9 seconds these days?
Oh, apparently.
It was 6. I'm sure it was 6 when I was up there, but a long time since I've played.
They're all very long seconds for goalkeepers. I know, he's keen for his team to continue here. I'm surprised. So close at the end of the half.
Barnett and Thompson playing 1-2s with each other across the back. Now Croatia Raiders play it forward. Kimishima is robbed. And fouled. I'm looking forward to Kimishima and Matteo playing on this other side of the pitch in the second half, because I'll be able to tell them apart from each other.
Similar build, isn't it? You've got the sun, you've got the distance. Makes life a bit hard, doesn't it?
It's the eyesight that's the problem, not the sun or the distance. They're just as far away from me as they are from you, pal.
Can't see yourself.
And there it is, half-time. I think he barely played a minute over the 45. Your conclusion of the first half, Antonis?
Yeah, I think we've said for the majority of it, Adelaide United had the ascendancy for the majority of the half, couldn't convert. Really good penalty earned by Vasasa. Croatia opened the score, and really they should have added another one there towards the end, but we go in at 1-0, and both sides have a bit of work to do in the second half, but yeah, slight advantage Croatia on the scoreboard.
Yeah, all to play for. Let's go and get a cup of tea and a scone and a wee sit down, and we'll rejoin our audience in about, 15 minutes' time? You available for the second half?
I'll be here.
Okay.
There's no risk of me playing, trust me.
Okay, see you soon.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Here come our two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal! The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair up the double. There's the gunfight. Australia head over heels about these superstars.
Adelaide, Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, the top corner, and is it in?
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God! That's another one for Mobry Tech. It's Fabian Barbiero. Your NPL champions, Adelaide United. As both sides start to walk out on what will be a momentous day for both of these great teams. The crowd is built for the home side today, and Ninko Beric with the armband of FK Beograd.
In the absence of Andoni Natsiopoulos today, who's still out with shoulder.
A Saturday afternoon match at Hanson Reserve, 1-0 the way of Adelaide, Croatia. I'm sure they'd love to repeat that in 2024 as we get kickoff underway here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Busasa running down this right wing in a good position to put the ball in. Takes on one, and it's an early penalty for Croatia Raiders. The foul committed by Yudak Kimishima against Kavanagh. Good penalty. Kimishima gets the scoring underway, 1-0 to Adelaide Croatia Raiders.
Yeah, great finish there from Kimishima. He sent Kavanagh.
Corner comes in. Only gets to the edge of the box for the goal scorer of this one so far. Good save by Mateo. One of 3 top goal scorers for Raiders this season. The header! 2-0 to Adelaide Croatia Raiders early on. The ball comes in. Kavanagh getting in the way. Neon Kuru puts the ball out wide. Looking for a way in. Ball comes across the face of goal. From it. Neon Kuru. Looking for the ball over the top.
Mostly across the board in that regard.
Ball down the right wing once again. And a penalty. The exact same spot where the first one was taken at almost the exact same time. From the penalty spot. Jason Konstantopoulos gets the breakthrough for FK Beograd. Game on here.
Yeah, and just like the first penalty, nothing wrong with that at all. Great finish from Konstantopoulos, sent the keeper.
Making his way down the right wing. Still with the ball. Cuts it back. Good save by Friedrich, gets the touchdown. Stefan Matteo in plenty of space to take on his man. Gets past one, then has the shot. Out for the goal. Corner taken short. Ball comes in on the right foot. Falls nicely. For Shearer. Two in the derby. And what a final 10 minutes we have here.
But yeah, Raiders had more play, but...
Lovely ball from Trimboli. Busasa is one-on-one. Just needs to finish. Busasa! 3-2 in the derby. And it's that young man once again.
And I think they were trying to get Beric in a bit of trouble, but it was he'd fallen over, tripped over his own feet, really.
Lovely touch from Stefan Matteo. This could be the finisher. Nearly through the legs did Stefan Matteo go. Jai King-Byrne. Matteo just has to finish. Oh, it's gone wide. High and wide. Is this the final kick of the match? Not so yet. Full time here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Adelaide Croatia Raiders come out 3-2 winners in the end. All 3 points staying here at the Croatian Sports Centre.
Yeah, what a game that turned out to be. I mean, Raiders 2-0 up. They've let FK Beograd back in the game at 2 apiece, and then they scored the winner straight after FK Beograd equalised.
And the future is orange for Stratline. Flinders are in the lead. Rachel Quigley. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
LA Comets to 2023 premiers.
Saved by Conley. They had to go the distance and then some.
Josephine Trimboli, number 9, Tane Morris, number 12, Georgia Box, number 13, Madeline Box, number 14, Siobhan Eastham, number 16, Natasha Vella, and number 27, Lena Vogelsang with head coach Jason Trimboli. Underway here at Service FM Stadium. Good ball from McCormick. Box chasing down on the wing. Erin Murphy had 8 last year in total, so already beaten that. Ball's there. Good ball through. Vogelsang, one-on-one. Well collected by Erin Murphy. Good ball. Burnett through the centre. On the left foot. Only into the side netting. DeCola. Quigley on the edge of the box. Looking to get it onto her left foot. Given away straight back to West Adelaide. That effort. This one being chased down. And she does well too. Quigley is there. This corner to come in from Munich. Headed towards goal. Tipping it onto the bar.
On the ball today.
Good ball through. She's one-on-one with the keeper. Could this be the opening? It was a disappointing A-League season for Adelaide United in the end. Good set-piece opportunity. Quickly, hitting! It's in! The breakthrough being made.
The ball.
Vogelsang putting the ball in. Hodgson. Noto again to put the ball in on her right foot. Knew the ball was there. She has it now. Easy pass. Finish on the left foot. Into the side netting. Well done from Noto.
Two great minds.
Ball comes in from Tansel. Noto's there! To make it 2-0. 5 minutes left. Adelaide Uni now. Ball just getting launched forward. McFarlane. Just as we were talking about it, getting in the way of that one. And just like that, the full-time whistle blows 2-0 to West Adelaide.
Welcome back to Service FM Stadium here in Jeps Cross, sunny Adelaide, South Australia, for this NPL match between Adelaide United Youth and Adelaide Croatia Raiders. There appears to be no changes at half-time. And if you're just joining us, it's 1-0 in Adelaide Croatia's favour. A goal in the 17th minute, penalty by Kimishima after a trip on Busasa in the penalty box. Maybe a little bit against the run of play through the first half. I'm your lead commentator, your host for the afternoon, David Grant, and I'm joined again by Antonis Bagonis. He's agreed to come back for another 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad the negotiations went well, and I'm glad to be joining you for another half, David.
He's been re-signed.
Someone has to be re-signed in this state.
I did have to go and speak to your agent, but after some careful negotiation, he's agreed that you can make an appearance for another 45. So Croatia Raiders in possession now as the second half gets underway. They'll be looking to try and get another goal, extend that lead, make it 2-goal advantage. As Matteo picks the ball up on the left-hand side. Makes his way to the edge of the area, tries to get the cross in, but it's blocked. Croatia Raiders retain possession. Reece Thompson with the ball now, left back.
King dropping deep to pick up the ball as all the Raiders are getting back to their position slowly. Jay Barnett intercepts.
He's Madana on the far left. He looks to cut inside. Plays it to Johnny Yule, who has a shot, it's deflected, but it's collected great for the Barbaro.
Yeah, and early days, I guess the one change on the field, you can see Madana's gone on the left and we've got Taladere here on the right. So just a change of the wide players for the moment.
Jack King playing with the ball now. Plays it back to Zafaridis. Fancy footwork. And then he looks for Basasa on the far right. The go-to man in that flank. Short away trip this for Adelaide Croatia Raiders. The 2 penalty spots are a mere 446 metres apart.
I was wondering what you were doing there before the game, David, walking and counting with your steps.
I know. Do you know, I got to 430 and I lost count. I had to walk all the way back and start again. What a nightmare.
Keeping fit.
And they keep putting these fences and buildings in the way. It makes it really difficult. But yeah, 446 metres between the 2 penalty spots. And yet the elephant in the room is that Croatia Raiders don't appear to have a great support here today. It looks to be mostly home support, Adelaide United support, despite the proximity. Reece Thompson now with the ball for Croatia Raiders. Zafaridis now. He was looking for Radici, but it was cut out. Arnett and Ryan White combining for Adelaide United. Look at Jovanovic lurking, but didn't quite get ball and space. It's a tussle in midfield now for possession. United with the ball still. Jovanovic finds the space. He's made his way into the back. He's got nobody in the middle. He'll need a minute to adjust. It's just gone out. Adelaide United had a slow start to the year. They didn't get their first win until round 4, and if you remember rightly, they lost the first game at Hindmarsh, which seems like an age ago, 5-0 to Campbelltown, and then in round 2 lost 5-1. So by after 2 games, they conceded 10 goals and they'd only scored 1. So it took them a while to get going, but they're doing all right now. Matteo with the ball now for Croatia Raiders. Looks for Kimishima, who opts not to play it. Is it an offside?
Yeah, he would have been offside. He knew Kimishima that it came far too late for him. And Ethan Cox will restart the play with a goal kick that will go to Satiri Phillips. Great breaking of the line there to find Johnny Yole.
Was Johnny Yule wearing green boots in the first half as he takes his left foot shot? He's held by Barbaro.
I can't recall, but it wouldn't surprise me if he just decided to stop him.
I think that would have stood out for me. I'm pretty sure. We'll watch the replay later on when we're going back to yours after this, right?
You can talk to my agent again.
Well, when we go back to yours for that barbecue that you promised me, you said, if you pick me this week, Davey, I'll have a barbecue for you.
It's just a Greek stereotype.
You can say that, I can't. I'm pretty confident he wasn't wearing boots like that. I think it would have stood out for me in that first half. So we might have to readjust, say that no changes to the lineup for Adelaide United, but some of the boots have been moved.
Yeah, I didn't note down all the colours and brands and types.
I didn't either, but I think that would have stood out for me. Barbaro now in the goal for Croatia Raiders. Collects the ball. It's Reece Thompson now at left back. Trying to tease Adelaide United forwards. Out. Target man there's Radici for Adelaide Croatia Raiders, but he doesn't quite get it. It's a little bit hard to see as I squint into the sun here, but that looked like looking Jovanovic on the far side.
Yeah.
Have I got that wrong?
I think that was him, but for the context of anyone at home, we are in the middle of this scaffold, and every minute that we talk here, the sun sets closer to our faces. So keep this in mind as the match continues.
I can barely see you.
Croatia miscue with that pressing of Adelaide United, and Cam Harris will restart us with a throw-in near the Croatia bench. Keeps it Harris.
Works it again inside the box. Dan on the far side. Ivanovic was the target. Andy Barnett is the player that manages to escort the ball out of play, and it'll be a retake for Croatia Raiders. He just took his eye off the ball there. It's a quick throw in that Adelaide United take. Fabian Taladera now. Pops up on the right. He was on the left-hand side through that first half, but he's popped up on the right now. Kimishima with the ball now. Much easier for me to distinguish him from the player he's just hit the ball to, which is Matteo on the left-hand side. Low cross into the middle. Radici's in there, and the ball spills up in the air. And Cox, another great save. It didn't look it, but it was. He palms it out, falls to Matteo, and another stop by Cox. Decent little passage of play, yeah.
Of his goal there, Ethan Cox, full stretch to get it out of there. And again, it's a bit of a repeat of that first half, and Adelaide United keep attacking, and then Croatia have an attack and just about score there.
Yeah. I think that's what Adelaide United have to be wary of. You know, they have all this build-up, and the whole possession well, the build-up play is good. And ultimately let their guard down a little bit on the counter. Kimishima again.
It's got to be a bit more decisive in that final third, which is what really they lacked in that first half. That and a clumsy challenge in the box.
Ball over the top for Radici to chase. He's going to get there before his opponent. His first touch just let him down, but it was a very difficult ball, wasn't it? Cox collects gratefully.
I think the flag went up as well, which the ref allowed to play on, with ending up in the hands of Ethan Cox. But yeah, that could very easily be tapped over the keeper's head.
Shot from distance. Very high, very wide, very poor.
Yeah, he had time and space there, looking at Ivanovic, but it's what we're talking about. That frustration keeps building when you can't find the back of the net, and you think, oh, I've got space, I need to take the shot here, when you had time to drive in, you had other options. So just got to work together here, you know. It's not going to be easy because they've tried for a long time this game, but Barbaro will be welcoming efforts like that. If that's what is going to be served up his direction, he's got nothing to do rather than just collect it and take a goal kick.
I think they're all very well having a shot, though. You know, you've got to have a ping, and but if you're going to do it, it has to be better than that. Yeah, work the keeper, exactly. United again holding on to possession well here. I say that, and then they lose the ball. Commentators curse. Matteo picks the ball up on the left-hand side. Makes his way forward into the box. Gets his cross in, but there's nobody there. Reece Thompson now for Croatia Raiders. Plays it across the Barnett. Little chip over the top, looking for Matteo down this left-hand side again. Fabian Taladera.
Again, Taladera is out here on this right, but by nature he is more of a central player. I wonder when Vasparas decides to take the plunge and get last week's goal scorer on Harry Crawford on the bench, who is a player with a low pace, who can cross the ball, who can find the goals.
Radici in the box now, but again it breaks down and cleared by Adelaide United. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yep.
And not suggesting taking Taladera off, but maybe repositioning him into a slot where he can have a bit more of an impact in a game like this.
He'd have to take somebody off, though. He's not allowed to have 12 on.
Can get very aggressive and get the keeper off or something. But yeah, just something for them to ponder on the bench. No Ayrton Andrioli again today, of course. One last game that he's over in the Netherlands for, alongside 4 young players. Director of football, the video analyst, a bit of the team's gone down there, kickstarting that partnership with PSV.
Croatia Raiders now just... Mbembe, the Adelaide United captain, looks to tidy up. Looked like he was being a bit ambitious on the ball, but he's done well. Madana on the far side now for Adelaide United. Got a fair bit of space in front of him, but his heavy touch has let him down, and it's been cleared. And Kimishima, Adelaide Croatia Raiders, plays it back to Barbaro in the goal. This is an unchanged lineup, apart from one position. I see it's an unchanged lineup. It's a changed lineup for Adelaide United from their starting 11 last week. Just to recap, Henry Lynch has come into the team. Number 42 there, just off the ball now, challenging Basasa. It's a good cross by Basasa, but there's no takers. Nobody there. He's up on the far side with Mateo. Mateo feeds it through to Campbell. Campbell has a shot, and it's in. He's scored. He's made it 2-0. And Croatia Raiders have doubled their lead. On 57 minutes.
Here's the Croatia fans with the good old Croatia chant. And yeah, goal from Callum Campbell against his older team. He used to be a young red himself. 2-0 for Adelaide Croatia. And I was just about to comment that we've seen Madana and Talavera swap wings over here. The assist came from Stefan Mateo, who just swapped wings with Frank Basasa. So an effective swap of their wild players here from Croatia. We see the effect on the scoreboard. And
yeah, it's funny to see. It's funny to see a side 2-0 up, having had, I think, less of the ball, less of the possession. And Adelaide United just haven't taken those chances when they've come. They've hit the post, hit the bar, and just not capitalised on their hard work.
Again, they are a side that has that in them. They don't need a stack of it. They're a side that 1-2 chances, they'll make you hurt on their day. And like you mentioned in the first half, they've absorbed the pressure well, and they've taken 2 chances now. And that's how football works. 2 more chances than your opposition, and suddenly you find yourself 2-0 up.
Yeah, that's right. It's not about how well we play necessarily. It's about how many times you put the ball across that line and into that netting, isn't it?
And again, after 3 games without a win, they'd be loving this.
The recent form for both these teams hasn't been great, has it? Adelaide United have had 2 draws in the last 2 games. They'll be disappointed not to have got more out of those 2 games. The Croatia Raiders, of course, coming off 2 losses and a draw before that. So it's a while since Croatia Raiders have had a win. It's 4 rounds since they've had a win.
The derby was the last one. It was like a lifetime ago. Tackled by Henry Lynch there to stop the Sasa in his tracks.
Interestingly enough, Adelaide United haven't beaten Raiders since February 2020. It's over 4 years. And they haven't always been in the same division in those 4 years. Of course, Raiders coming up from State League 1 at the end of last year. But even so, over 4 years since Adelaide United have had a win against Raiders. That was a 3-0 win on the 22nd of February 2020. So
I think that was when Adelaide United used to play out of Calla, if I remember right. And James Tomolkovsky played for Adelaide Croatia these days. It's a bit of a throwback.
Dan Zamire's over here on the right-hand side. Maybe Adelaide United have made a little bit of a shuffle. Only to formation, they still have the same team they started the game with 60 minutes ago.
You can see now all these advanced players trying to stretch out Croatia.
Johnny Yule now makes his way to the box, looks for Jovanovic, who may have been offside. It goes out, rolls out. I'm not sure what Jovanovic is complaining about. It looked like a decent enough ball to his feet.
Yeah, couldn't quite get it, but you can see how Adelaide United is throwing as much as they can to them now, with Henry Lynch driving all the way from right back with the ball to try and pick out Jovanovic, but you can see now, you'll see 3 to 4 Adelaide United players trying to stretch them out in the final third. Adelaide Croatia, but then if they pass that line, look at all these players behind the ball now for Adelaide United. You can become exposed really easily.
Busasa pops up on the left-hand side and plays a long cross-field ball to Matteo. So those two have swapped sides, haven't they? Matteo finds Kimishima, puts it back out to Busasa on the left. The number 24 looks to try and get into the box. Overlapping run by Zafridis. Cross to the back post. It goes out. Matteo couldn't quite get there.
And you can see that just the way, the philosophy of, I guess, Vlade Vlasic and Adelaide Croatia, they might be 2-0 up after absorbing the pressure, but they're after more here. They want to keep playing, they want to keep scoring. They're not here to close out the game quite yet. Phillips with a hopeful ball over the top, but no takers as Vincent Barbaro is restarting to play for Croatia to his captain, mainly Barnett.
Come Adelaide United. Madana on the right-hand side, the number 36. Little slip, but he's still got his feet and he's still got the ball. Looks to cut inside. Doesn't like to cross the ball, Madana. Most of the first half chances he would cut inside. Here's Jovanovic. Only has the keeper to beat. Top save by Barbaro. That could have been going in. Difficult to tell from this angle. But a nice effort by Jovanovic, but a class save by Barbaro.
Yeah, that looked like a volleyball spike or something.
Yeah.
A real reaction save there from Barbaro. But it is a corner for Adelaide United. It will be the two wide players from today. Taylor Dira and Madana over the ball. Doesn't beat the first man.
Cleared by Matteo. They'll retake it. I wonder what Madana's doing down there. What's the idea of having Madana down there at the corner?
Well, if you play it short, I guess he's got the footwork to make something happen.
Big guy like him, I would have him in the middle, wouldn't you? I'm not a coach, though. I tried it once and I was rotten at it. Here we go, Adelaide United looking to try and get something here. Jovanovic, little chip up to the back post. Solid defending by Croatia Raiders. They force Adelaide United back out. Ball's popped back into the middle. Collected gratefully by Barbaro from Taladira. Here's Busasa.
Good call by the linesman, just out.
Henry Lynch really needed to play the whistle, though he kind of hesitated, didn't he?
Yeah, you can really be burned if you don't.
Oh, absolutely, especially with Busasa off. You never catch him once he's gone. Lynch with the throw. Jovanovic just hasn't had it going his way today. Goal scorer Campbell for Croatia Raiders. Emerges with Busasa. It takes a little knock from Jay Barnett. Paul Radici with the ball now for Croatia Raiders. He's got Busasa on the far side. He tries to find it, but the ball holds up in that grass. And Henry Lynch tidies up with Ethan Cox.
Unconventional header back, but if it looks silly and it works.
I think he was anticipating it was going to bounce up higher. But I've noticed the ball doesn't, it sort of slows up a little bit in this park today. I think Lynch was maybe expecting to bounce up towards him, so he'd made the body movement for the header, and then it didn't bounce up, so he had to stoop.
Got there in the end.
He did, aye. Obviously, didn't want to pass back with his feet if he could. Sasa Madana emerges with the ball, takes one Zafaridis. Jack King-Byrne misses. Madana has another chance, tries to make his way into the box, but it breaks down again. A little bit off his game, Madana, for me today.
Be a bit more decisive in that final third. He's still got the confidence to pick up the ball and drive, but he's got to make a more effective decision sometimes in that final third, especially when his team is struggling to find the cut through. But he's not alone in that area.
He's finding the space well. He's popped up again. Madana with the ball on the right hand side now. Will he cross it? No, he'll try a shot with his left. And again, Croatia Raiders, Reece Thompson in this case, defending well, putting it out for a corner.
And you can see, like we mentioned before, he backs himself on his left foot. Panache Madana wins a corner in this occasion, but Adelaide United needs to get one of these to work for them in the second half. And it looks like we're going to get our first movement off the bench after this set piece. I believe it's Harry Crawford. We'll speak about that when it happens.
Taladir with the corner, in swinger with the left. It's deep, it goes deep. And the header just goes wide. Ryan White was the Adelaide United player that was up for it, but
not a corner.
Not a corner, yeah.
Other side. Again, they seem very keen for the in swinger, so Johnny Hill will take this one with his right foot.
Few big options in the middle. Madana's in there, but they take it short. Yule plays it to Barnett. He's a good way out, and he's launched that over the fence, over the second fence, and into the paddock behind, next to the Highland cows.
Yeah, seen that a couple of times today. We'll get a change on each side, and he was the one I forecasted before. Fabian Taladera is off for Harry Crawford. And it looks like Paul Radici is off for Adelaide Croatia Raiders. Straight swap for Oli Trimboli.
Yep, I think you've got them both right. You can be my co-commentator every week. Well done, you.
Again, that's my agent doesn't negotiate these deals for nothing.
So those changes made on just about 70 minutes, so 20 minutes to go. Sasa waits for the ball to get to him. Still has it. Gives it back to Barnett. Raiders still with the ball, but Sasa still with the ball. Staggers forward, gets to the edge of the box, pauses, and then fluffs his shot. What a disappointment.
Oh, that's the thing. He caught Henry Lynch out of position there, and he had 2-3 players chasing him, so I think he felt like it was an opportunity to take the shot, but maybe just snatched at it a bit too quick. But yeah, Raiders are just looking for a bonus here, but Adelaide United are the ones that really need to make a movement in these next minutes to make a game out of this. It has been a game on the field, but currently on the scoreboard, it's not.
Dan on the right-hand side gets the ball under control. Looks to beat Zafaridis. Finds Ivanovic. Shot just wide. Missed again. He'll be kicking himself. Madana looks disappointed as well. But at least he crossed it this time.
So they're doing everything right, bar the finish this game, Adelaide United.
Kimishima, the goal scorer. Penalty in the 17th minute. Seems like a lifetime ago now. The second goal came from Callum Campbell. Croatia Raiders number 8. He's just about to receive the ball, except he doesn't, as Matteo turns inside. They look to build up on the opposite side now, swapping it over to the left. Safaridis with a long ball. Into the penalty box. Mateo. Campbell. Campbell finds an inch of space, puts the cross in, but it goes out for a corner.
Campbell's probably one of the best players in this competition. Those one-on-one situations, fantastic in these tight areas, and wins the corner here for his side. Really good game for him today. Has that goal as well to show for it. But it's great to see a young player like him get back in the NPL and make an impact with Adelaide Croatia Raiders, because the last time he came like that was a bit part player against today's opponents.
Corner's taken short to Campbell. The number 8 crosses it, but it goes out. I understand he has Scottish heritage.
Yes.
Glaswegian in particular. Probably a Queen's Park fan.
He's a Rangers fan, that one.
He's not, is he? No, surely not.
Yeah. He's not supporting the great hoops, or the glorious hoops, is
the
it?
The glorious hoops, aye. The Queen's Park Football Club. We've secured championship status. I'm over the moon about it. Here's Madana. Makes his way into the penalty box, but he's watched by Reece Thompson. Thompson has a hit and a miss. Barnett takes no chances. Chips out of the danger area. Barnett. Lynch. Madana. So Tira Phillips. Barnett. Jovanovic. The Croatia Raiders mop up. They've been good at the back. The visiting side travelled 446 metres today to get to this ground from their home ground.
Must take a toll on you, trip like that.
Mbemba for Adelaide United. Looks to work out what his options are.
Again, Raiders are not giving them an inch. There's no options, and that's why the ball is so quickly into centre. And a very clean touch there by Campbell, releases Kimishima.
Kimishima to Frankie Basasa, makes his way into the penalty box. A left foot low cross. As United collect and clear.
Referee paid the foul from before on Kimishima and booked, I believe, was Jay Barnett. Took up every single one of those 5 allocated seconds. He's got to pay the advantage, but rightfully returned it after the chance was squandered. And Adelaide Croatia will have the ball outside Adelaide United's box with a free kick.
15 minutes to go. If Croatia Raiders get something here, it'll be hard to see Adelaide United getting back into this or getting anything out of it. This result would get Croatia Raiders onto 19 points and up to 4th spot in the ladder as things stand. Safaridis and Jai King Byrne poised over the ball. They're a good distance out, though. It'll take a good shot to beat Ethan Cox from here, wouldn't it?
Let's find out.
Jai King Byrne hits it well enough, but straight down the throat of Ethan Cox, who collects it gratefully and rolls it out. Here comes Luka Jovanovic. Mbemba. So Tira Phillips back to Mbemba. Johnny Yule has a little push off the ball at Reece Thompson, but gets away with it. Linesman missed it. But it was a fair way off the ball. Here's Madana. Gets a cross in. First one he's done. Didn't come off though, did it?
Off the step here. Nowhere near his teammates, and it will be another goal kick for Adelaide Croatia, which they don't seem to be in any hurry to take, understandably. Desperate for some individual brilliance here, Adelaide United. They need a moment, and maybe that moment will inspire everyone else, but currently they cut very frustrated figures.
Jackson Bullen, he's had a quieter second half than his first, hasn't he? For Croatia Raiders. Here comes Barnett. Here come Adelaide United. Here comes Ivanovic. It's a brick wall. Croatian Raiders brick wall. Campbell. Queen's Park fan by, so I hear. Matteo on the far side. Tried to find Oliver Trimboli, but his pass was a bit short. It's collected by Mbembe. Adelaide United hold on to possession. Henry Lynch. Back to Phyllis. John Paul Mbembe. Not in a great rush considering they're 2-0 down with 10 minutes to go. 13 minutes to go, sorry. Johnny Yule with his new boots. Stopped in his tracks by Barnett. Here's Campbell again. Tries Kimishima inside. To Zafaridis. He looks up, he's got a couple of options in the middle. One is Oliver Trimboli, but it goes over him. Out for a corner. Jay Barnett at the far post. I tell you what, if Croatia Raiders get another one, I think this one might be all over.
Yeah, it's Adelaide United has that chance this half. Nothing like that first half, though.
Yep.
And I think that's why you haven't seen someone like Jackson Bullen that much this half, because he's had, let's face it, less to deal with on that right side. But yeah, you could see after he cleared that ball, Jay Barnett looked very frustrated. And like you said, the game is any points we can look unlikely now. A third one kills it off.
Corner comes in, cleared by Adelaide United. Can't hit the break because they don't have a striker up front. They've all been back defending. So Croatia Raiders have got a little bit of time to build up. They go to the right hand side. It's Busasa with the ball. Tries a little bit of magic. But it's Ivanovic, I think, in the far side who's defending. The ball goes out.
That's where the striker was?
Yeah. Bullen to Thompson. Thompson with a chip over the top. He's waiting for Campbell, but he didn't quite get there. Mbembe for Adelaide United to Phyllis. So Tira Phyllis now. Henry Lynch. Sorry, Madana. Madana cuts inside. The option of Lynch on the right. Lynch still has it. Tries to play it across into the sun, but it's easily dealt with by Jai King Byrne. Croatia Raiders come away with it. So Tira Phyllis again. Finds Barnett, back to Phyllis and over to Mbembe.
You can see all their options are covered by blue shirts Adelaide United. There's no easy pass here.
I mean, structurally, I think Croatia Raiders have got it at the back just really sorted, haven't they?
Foul here.
Yellow card for Jackson Bullen, I think.
Yeah. And here from Harry Crawford, trying to make something happen, as we'll see another sub come on. Henry Lynch is off, a right back for Patrick McGregor. So right back for a midfielder, just throwing everything at Croatia right now, Adelaide United.
I'm glad you're here because I couldn't make that out. Has McGregor got a little bit of peroxide in his hair?
I think so.
That looks great. Billy Idol and all that. See if he can get something out of this with a rebel yell. A joke for all you oldies out there. Johnny Yule's over the ball now for Adelaide United. They look to try and get something here.
I think Croatia's making a sub too with Kimishima off. And I think that might be Jacob van der Hout. Yes, it is Jacob van der Hout that's come on for Adelaide Croatia for Kimishima. now that a set piece will be taken. Usually you don't see subs being made when a set piece is taken, but tradition broke from both sides.
Johnny Yule with the free kick. And he'll get 4 points for that one, I think. 3 points if he was playing rugby.
It's that frustration we're talking about. You know, you're trying to make something happen, and then you try to do too much. And case of that from Johnny Yule there. And another sub for Adelaide. You know, I'm not sure why they wouldn't make it during that last break, but Cam Harris is off for Bay Versace.
I am so glad you're here because I can't make them out. They're so far away.
Need to get you a pair of binoculars for Christmas.
Opera glasses, thank you very much. I'm a man of culture. Coincidentally, Bay Versace came on in the 82nd minute last week in their 2-2 draw with FK Beograd, and it's come on at exactly the same moment this time around.
That's my wider delay the sub, maybe.
Cross into the middle, it was looking for Oliver Trimboli, didn't quite get there. Jai King Burns just mistimed that jump, and here come Adelaide United in the counter.
Harry Crawford on the left side.
Crawford gets the ball under control, looks to chip it in with his right. Looks like he's going to hit Johnny Yule, but Zafaridis gets in between and ends up with Madana. McGregor, shot from distance, just a bit high and a bit wide.
Story of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice day for a white wedding. McGregor again with the peroxide blonde hair. The ball ends up on the far side. Mateo with it. Good defending by Versace on the far side though for Adelaide United to stem the flow.
They need some brilliance on the other side though in these last 7 or so minutes.
Crawford with the ball now. Finds Madana. Crawford was a goal scorer last week. He was the other goal scorer last week in their game against FK Beograd for Adelaide United. He's only got 10 minutes to try and do something here this week.
Seems to have moved centrally.
He's onto the ball now. Fresh pair of legs. He's very quick. Maybe a little bit too physical and concedes a free kick. Reece Thompson goes down.
Yeah, very eager there. They'll let Barbaro pick up the ball for himself. Again, Croatia will be really happy with the win, but they'd be overjoyed with a clean sheet against the side with this much attacking talent. If it remains, of course.
Adelaide United have conceded the second most goals in this league competition. Of course, they did start poorly. They conceded 10 in their first 2 games, but they have conceded 26 all season. And only the South Adelaide Panthers, bottom of the table, have conceded more. They've conceded 31 now. Madana with the ball now. Makes his way into the middle, but it's crowded. He ends up with the ball again. Plays it out to Crawford. The number 58 just gets to it. His cross is low, but it's easily dealt with by Reece Thompson for the Croatia Raiders.
Five minutes to go, and the time and the opportunities are running out. Got to make something of this here.
Crawford with the corner, has Madana there. Don't really get the purpose of that. Cross comes in the middle, it's missed. falls to Johnny Yule. Tries to find space, tries to find McGregor. Gets neither. Croatia Raiders look like they're going to merge with it. United end up with possession after all, and it falls back to Ethan Cox. Barnett plays it long to Crawford. Got Zafaridas on him. Got Zafaridas wins the ball. Got a tussle down there. It's cleared, but only as far as Madana, and he is hacked down by Bosasa. You can't have any complaint with that. No way did he go for the ball there. He's actually a little bit lucky that wasn't more than a yellow.
Yeah, probably yellow is fair, but again gives the Reds an opportunity here. But I guess you've got to consider the risk of not putting that tackle in, because then you've got Panache Madana driving into your box. So
a professional foul, you reckon?
Yeah, it's one that probably had to happen. Panache Madana may disagree with that.
Yeah, I suppose as a coach, you kind of want a player like Madana stopped when he's in full flight like that. But
well, don't concede here, and it doesn't get talked about. It's all about the results.
We're in the 88th minute. If United are going to get something out of this game, they have to get something here, I would say.
Look at Jovanovic over it.
Yep, I think he's probably going to have a shot himself. Jovanovic with a shot on his right, and that's a cracker, and he's hit the bar again. And it's just not gone United's way today, has it?
Yeah, this is the third time they've hit the woodwork in this match by my count, the second for Jovanovic himself. And yeah, it's not been the day as Matt Majetic will be coming on for Croatia, emptying out their bench now, the number 7, replacing Jai King, number 23.
That sun's going to go just down and out of our eyes just as we're packing up. Have you called your folks and told them to get the barbie on yet?
A long way to go to Greece, so if you've got a flight, I'm happy to jump on that with you tonight. I'll shut the barbecue, you can shut the flight tickets.
I'll go to Greece with you. A lovely little romantic break, wouldn't it?
Can go over.
Whereabouts in Greece are they?
Piraeus, so Port of Athens, and they're preparing for a Europa Conference League final, Olympiacos, so exciting times over in Greece.
Nice.
If anyone's got a grand to spare and a ticket for me for that game, I'll happily go.
Hang on, what do you mean you? It's the both of us, they've got to pay $2 grand. You're not going without the pal.
Everyone that wants to come is welcome. Provide the money, please.
There's Campbell on the far side for Croatia Raiders. He's just kept it in. Except he's not. It's a corner, and Mbembe's conceded the goal kick. So Mbembe's done just enough to see Campbell out.
So 30 seconds to go until the 90 minutes is up, and then we're up to the referee's discretion.
Dana with the ball now. He's had a lot of the ball today. Hasn't really been as effective with it as I've seen him in the past. He's had plenty of it. Here's Crawford. Makes his way into the centre. Tries to chip it through. I don't know if he was looking for Jovanovic or not. Here's McGregor. McGregor plays it out wide right. Back into the middle. Cleared again. Barnett's cleared it for Croatia Raiders.
They've jumped at everything in their box. Adelaide, Croatia, they've refused that ball to cross their line. It's been a really impressive defensive showing by them.
Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Madana with a shot from the edge of the box. And that was
summary of the day, huh?
Somewhat off target.
But again, it's not just like the defensive showing, it's to be able to absorb that pressure and then to remain on your game and resilient enough to go and hit them on the other side. That's what's made it impressive. That's what makes a boring 0-0 to an impressive away victory, to snap your winless run.
Yep. I mean, I've enjoyed the game today. I've enjoyed both teams, and I think the difference possibly has been Croatia Raiders' defence. I think today they have defended really, really well. They've got the structure right, they've got the formation right, they've got the discipline right. Basasa, I was just about to say Basasa's discipline, maybe not, but he's through and goal now. He's got a left foot shot here. He's pulled it wide. Cox was out pretty quick to try and defend. I was talking about how well disciplined the Croatia Raiders have been, and I remember they'd had a couple of bookings. But
that's part of the defensive effort, but could have put the cherry on top there, Basasa.
Yeah.
He's done that a couple of times this year to FK Belgrade and Adelaide City. He's also scored against late. He's got a flair for the dramatic.
Chip ball over the top by Jay Barnett. Finds Crawford. Crawford makes his way into the box. Has he got the feet? Not quite. Not quite. Croatia Raiders deal with it. And they emerge with the ball. Sasa again. A swing and a slice and a miss. All in one. But here's Campbell. Here's Campbell through and goal. He's got an option in Trimboli. United, who pressed forward for the goal and now find themselves a little bit out of sorts. Final shot comes in from the tail, but it drifts wide. And the 90 minutes are up.
Sasa seems to be in some discomfort, maybe a cramp. He's been running all day at the United backline, and also the defensive work he's had to put in as well. So it's no surprise he's feeling a little bit sore, but his captain's told him, get up. We're continuing.
He took a little bit of a knock earlier on when he was through in that one-on-one. I don't know if maybe that's what the problem is. He's still limping. Madana with the ball now for Adelaide United. Crawford. Croatia Raiders keen not to concede a foul. Here's McGregor. It's away to Johnny Yule. Comes inside. It's Dave Versace on the far side. Looking Jovanovic. Jay Barnett takes a deflection. Barbaro scrambles and collects. Kimboli's a lone striker up there for Croatia Raiders now. They're just looking to see this game out. Can only be seconds left. Madana again. The ball on the right hand side. Has Crawford back in, but opts to go into the middle. Has a left foot shot. Got a wall of Croatia players. Zafaridis, McGregor. Crawford. Goes to the wing.
I think corner here for Crawford. I think we could have used Crawford's direct nature a lot earlier, because he is someone that's keen to run and just put those crosses in.
Yep.
I think he's forgiven them a little bit this half.
Crawford takes a corner.
As you can see, you can pull a ball in.
Can I? Jovanovic finds a wee bit of space. Blocked again. And it's going out for another corner on the far side. So Johnny Yule make his way over to take this for Adelaide United. Can they get a consolation goal? Ball's played short, chipped into the middle. There's a group of players there. It's Trimboli that heads it away. Falls to Madana. McGregor, the number 61's just inside the box. And his shot just goes over the top.
Deflection again.
Yeah. Another corner.
Piling them up here. They're not going to get the result, but they're forcing the pressure here, Adelaide United.
Another Crawford corner. Goes deep. Oh, he's got onto it. Grabbed by Barbaro and held. I think it might be Jovanovic's header, and that's the last action of the match. It's finished 2-0 for Adelaide Croatia Raiders. Points that take them up to 4th in the ladder. And a real treat for us today.
Yeah, enjoyable game. Like we said, Croatia with a real clinic of how to absorb pressure and then hit that counter punch after, and they get a win. And Adelaide United's A-League players have one more week to go in this competition before they take a month break, and they'll be hoping to bring the shooting boots in that game next week.
I think they brought their shooting boots. They just didn't bring the shooting boots to get the shots on target. I mean, there were certainly plenty of chances for them. They had plenty of efforts on goal. They hit the woodwork on 3 or 4 occasions. and they did have some shots that went wide. So they were prepared to shoot, but their shooting just wasn't on target. It just wasn't their day. Having said that, I think Croatia Raiders defended very well today, didn't they?
And I think we went out of our way to praise all of the backline at some stage in the game, be it Zafaridis, be it the captain Barnett, be it Bullen on the right, or be it Reece Thompson in centre-back. So it's a really good performance by that defensive unit, but it's a whole team performance by Adelaide Croatia. And they break the 3-game winless run, a fantastic result for them.
Yeah, I think that will move them up to 4, so that's them sort of consolidating a top 6 spot in terms of where you need to be for final series. So I'm sure that's a result they're happy with. So we should probably start to think about packing up, and we're not going to go to yours for a barbecue after all.
No, it's a bit far to go to Athens, but maybe next time if we can collect the funds.
All right. Well, I've had a blast. Have you had a blast today?
I've enjoyed it.
Well, let's try and do something again in the next couple of weeks. We'll sign out for now. It's been great to have you on board, and great to have you guys listening there at home. We'll see you around. Maybe catch you next week.
That's it.
Adios. We're out.